The continuous growth of the world population has severely caused uncontrolled expansion of land use for food production. This incident has led to soil deterioration rapidly and constantly, which is truly a key factor that badly affects the agricultural productivity. So far, the deterioration of soil quality in Thailand has been caused by several factors, such as continuous use of land without proper management of soil and water conservation, the lack of soil improvement, and misuse of land. Problem soils, namely saline soils, acid sulfate soils, acid soils, sandy soils, and shallow soils are also counted. To deal with these soil issues, the Land Development Department, or LDD, was hence established in 1963. To conduct the study and research of soil management and land use in order to find suitable solutions for the existing problems and to enhance soil fertility for productive and sustainable agriculture. The Land Development Department's execution is divided into two sectors: the central headquarters and regional offices. The central headquarters, located on Pahonyotin Road in Jatuchak district of Bangkok, serves as the Research and Development Center to contribute land development technology which is the most suitable and practical for a particular area. Meanwhile, the regional offices, based in 12 zones nationwide, are to put the land development policy derived from the central headquarters into practice in each certain area, as well as to transfer technology and contribute knowledge to the farmers and organizations concerned. In Thailand, the problem soils in each region are quite different, namely, saline soils are most commonly found across the northeastern region and some parts of the central region, as well as the eastern and southern coastal areas. Acid sulfate soils are usually found in the central plain, as well as eastern and southern regions. Acid soils are scattered across the country, particularly in agricultural areas. Sandy soils and shallow soils are also found nationwide, but most occur in the northeastern region. Organic soils are mostly found in the southern region. Being aware of these soil problems occurring nationwide, the Land Development Department has therefore conducted numerous activity studies on soil. Surveys and soil classifications to produce soil maps, and the census of land data concerning land economics for the most effective land use planning and land development zoning. Soil analysis has also been conducted to identify soil fertility levels and its fertilizer requirement in order to find out the most suitable advice for fertilizer application and other related factors of production utilization. All these activities have been carried out in order to comply with the department's vision, which is to enhance soil fertility for agricultural sustainability and productivity based on the sufficiency economy principle. Land use planning is the process by which lands are systematically evaluated and assessed in terms of physical, social, and economic factors, along with the government's policy, law, and regulations on land use, in order to become a basis for decisions on land disposition and utilization, including the projection of land resource management. Meanwhile, the research and development for land management focuses on executions concerning soil and water conservation, soil improvement, as well as the management of land degradation and problems. This also includes knowledge and technology transfer to farmers for sustainable land development. The Land Development Department scholars have innovated biological technology for soil improvement, focusing on the utilization of selected microorganisms for several formulas of microbial activators for the production of compost and biofertilizer. Also, the department has encouraged farmers to use more organic fertilizer, especially green manure crops, for soil improvement and at the same time to use less chemical substances for the safety of farmers, consumers, and the environment as a whole. The Land Development Department also concentrates on soil and water conservation. By means of both vegetative measures and mechanical measures to prevent soil erosion, reduce runoff velocity, and minimize sediment loss by sediment traps, bench terraces, and farm ponds, for instance, contour cultivation and strip cropping, as well as the application of vetiver grass, are also encouraged for soil and water conservation practices, in accordance with His Majesty the King's initiatives. Moreover, the Land Development Department has established regional land development stations in every province to be the basis for land development operations concerning demonstration, dissemination, and extension tasks related to land use suitability, soil properties, soil improvement, soil and water conservation, as well as problem soil solutions. The Land Development Department also provides geospatial data services to organizations concerned and to farmers for a better understanding of physical and chemical soil properties in particular areas, as well as to provide information on soil data for land use and land suitability for crop cultivation, as well as for the enhancement of efficient land utilization. The Land Development Department also has conducted database and risk mapping of natural disasters in agriculture that include mapping of droughts, floods, and landscape risk areas. Apart from its principal duties and responsibilities, the Land Development Department has also established volunteer soil doctors in every village throughout the country as representatives of its officials in order to network with local people for their participation in soil resources management in their own areas. The volunteer soil doctors are local farmers who volunteer to lead land development programs, as well as to provide support and knowledge concerning land development to other farmers in their village. At present, the department has more than 70,000 volunteer soil doctors countrywide. The achievements in every activity which the Land Development Department has conducted in contribution to land development in all parts of the country are truly knowledge and technology to be transferred to local farmers whose participation plays a most important role in land development practices. as a major organization in the promotion of soil resource conservation and rehabilitation for sustainable utilization for agriculture. The Land Development Department is determined to carry out soil resource development programs by conducting soil surveys, land use planning, soil analysis, soil improvement, soil and water conservation, as well as soil data development using modern technologies. This includes the volunteer soil doctors networking that is now established in every part of the country with its aim to promote land development practices for sustainable land use among Thai farmers. In accordance with His Majesty the King's royal speech regarding soil resources and land development, whenever soil works, there is fertilizer. Without plantation, soil is unable to work. To have soil fertilized, have beans. The bean root nodules are good nitrogen fertilizer. Let the plant roots work to improve soil fertility. This is truly the land development.